Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me again. My name is Wilkie, and to kick off, I guess, the couple videos I'll be doing on the Awakening for Musa. I got a bit of accustomed to the game, so I should be more or less good to go with the controls and everything. I fed my pets, I received my armor and my gear, so this is what my current stats look like. I know, not too good, but given the fact that I quit half a year ago, this is alright or so. I hopefully am able to finish the quest, but yeah. Speaking of which, I haven't looked up anything yet, so I'm not entirely sure whether or not some of these new functions. There's a huge amount of dailies or weeklies, so I'm not entirely sure why, but I suppose this is the thing I need to do. Hopefully I don't have to enter not Media. Yeah, Media I think was the desert. Or was it? What the hell is the desert called? Am I stupid? No, this was Media, right? Do you have anything? Jesus. I actually forgot Valencia was the desert. Media was the update before that. So this Eastern Kingdom should be probably sending me to the Valencia desert, or at least I don't hope so, because I have never been there. So yes, anyways, too much rambling, we're gonna go there. We're gonna click through the quest. Velia, alright. Velia should be good. That should be doable. Let's see if I can get a hold. Is that quest listed somewhere? What's the first one? Alright. Which NPC do I have to go? Alright. Ikuzo! As they would say. At least I haven't forgotten everything about the game, so control-wise it should be good. Yeah, I haven't really meddled around with the settings, so I'm not sure how this game is gonna look. It's probably gonna jitter here and there, because I'm just completely running straight through the game, and for some reason they still haven't optimized it to the point that it runs as smoothly as it did for me on the Korean version, but yeah. Not like it matters. So far, channels-wise, I haven't seen any channel being crowded, which fortifies my assumption that there has been a steady decline of players. Naturally, people like me, or anybody interested in certain awakenings, will probably have come back upon the release, just like I did now. But don't expect them to stay long, because like I said, I'm not interested in PvP. I'm pretty much just gonna look around for the skills I can take. I mean, I'm only 57, so I'm probably not gonna be able to take every skill. So I just literally want to fling that thing around and see what it'll be like. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna record the whole ordeal of me doing the Awakening quests, or if it's a quest, I'm not sure if they changed it or not. I heard that there might be some iffy parts about it, but at least I should be able to get my basic Awakening weapon. The Dandelion Blue, whatever it's called in our version, is probably not something I'll be getting, but then again, I don't really care about that. As long as I get, I mean, I could buy one, but I'm probably not able to use it, because I tried if I could just learn some of these skills. I can auto-walk actually. So you can see all of these skills here. They look pretty fancy. Scalings are pretty scary, to say the least. But yeah. Higher than 60, higher than 85, so... Okay. So this is only level 1. Damage reduced in PvP. So I can take this level 1, I can take 2 of these. I didn't expect to max anything of that, but so far it seems... Ah, damn it. I'm not able to take this one. So there are a few skills I'm not able to take. That's sad. But hey, like I said, I didn't expect to get anything, but it only seems like 3 skills so far. That seems good. That seems perfectly fine. I mean, yeah. I have expected it to be a bit worse, but that should be all good. We're closing in Novelia. So many hours spent running around this game, Jesus. Could have been so much fun, but well. Not gonna mourn about it. I had my fair share of this game, so I enjoyed. I don't regret putting that many hours and money for that matter into the game, because I still enjoyed. Maybe the last 50-ish hours were literally only grinded. Those weren't probably the most enjoyable ones, but anything before that, and I think I roughly ditched 800 hours into the game. It's a pretty good assumption. Like, I had a lot of fun, so there's nothing to blame for me on that part. I just wish it could have been a longer adventure. Anyways, we're here in Velia, so let's see what this guy has to say. Contribution. Quest. Orient. This doesn't sound good. Okay, hopefully... I'd like to learn about the Western frontiers. Okay, that's just some story. Mumbo Jumbo? Story of Haim, Chief Igor... I remember that name. That's the guy. Isn't that the Elder? Okay. The Black Spirit, I'm not sure. He's probably gonna pester me with dailies and stuff, so I'm just gonna accept these randomly. Yeah, we're just gonna take back. Because why the fuck not? Dim Tree. Yes, please. Oh god. Yes. Yes. Anything else? I don't want to take this one. 6 steps for personal growth? What the hell's that? Reach level 51. Holy... What? I can easily... I'm not gonna bother with this. I'm gonna do this later. Like I said, I want to focus on the Awakening Quest. And not on anything else. Rip in pieces. Somebody failed. Tree... What was it? Scythe Singies? Jesus. People going ham, really? Right, I'd like to learn... Yes, please. So I'm looking for a guy. Hayam. God, what the hell? Don't even know how to pronounce that. God, you might just be right.
My granddaughter has recurring nightmares worry me.
They keep speaking about the Orient, which leads me to believe I might have to go to Valencia. Hopefully not. I'm confused. It sounds like I know this Hayim or I of this guy, which I don't know. No, I'm not the guy. Complete the 3 quests.
It's nothing more than a rumor that there's treasure in the Asura.
Seriously?
You're not a grave robber, are you? My wife.
Why do I think I have to go to Valencia? Crap.
He lives here with his 2 lovely daughters.
Or maybe not. Oh god damn it. This doesn't sound pleasant. Well, I didn't expect it to be easy, or well, it's probably not hard, it's probably just gonna be annoying. So we're gonna pop. Wait. Yes, we're gonna hide all of these. You don't need that. Nope. Find the missing. Nope. 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 It's the taste of heaven. No, I don't think so. Right. These seem to be the quests I have to do. So let's call my... Is that my horsey? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Then let's just start from the very top. Motto, Spirit Awakening. Where do you send me? Please forgo. Oh god, it's all good. All good. Well, seeing how the Awakening starts, I think at 56, it's natural to assume you don't have to enter receive quest, right? So I assumed you might not have to actually visit Valencia, but yeah. Just gonna go ahead over that. To be fair, I'm probably not gonna show how this is done because literally all I have to do is kill mobs. And I don't think this is anything people will enjoy watching, so I'll cut the chase down here, and I'll be back once I finish all of these 3 quests, and once I'm back at the NPC. So hopefully you guys want to follow me around on the journey, and yeah, see you guys whenever I'm ready for the next step. So I'm heading into Velia, and it's been roughly 30-ish, 35-ish minutes since I started. So I assume there's gonna be more after that. While I was running, I accepted some of these quests and did some other stuff. So yeah, just gonna park my horse there because I will have to recover. And let's see what this Igor Bartoli has to say and maybe offer. Alright, knowledge, okay. So we completed those 3. And we got clear water. And 10 skill points, right. So, Musa Perfection of Martial Arts, no drink up. There should be no side effect. Right. Is that really it? But if it's an accept. Use the clear water. Alright, I'm just gonna right click it. Musa's quality, spirit. Musa's quality motto. Okay. Oh, that was really it. Fair enough. Transition to Crescent Blade after using Rising Storm. Wait. We do have to equip this, right? Immaculate Crescent Blade. Now, how do I do this? Try basic skills. Connect to Crescent Blade after using Rising Storm. Okay, so C is apparently the way. Why is my frame rate dipping so hard in here? What? Why am I only having 30 frames? Jeez. Alrighty, this is much better. I'm not entirely sure what happened. It felt like something. It felt like, to be honest, memory leak, which I didn't have before. But yeah, we're good. We're back after the finishing of the Musa quest. So we're gonna do Rising Storm and then press C. So wait. Good thing it didn't lag like crap, but now we have our Crescent Blade equipped. So, yeah, doing the Awakening Quest is actually pretty easy. That's like pretty quick dash. Just gonna meddle around a bit. It looks freaking amazing, I have to admit that. There's no denying this one looks super dope. That's just the normal auto attacks. Do I have anything else? I probably don't have anything else. No. And this is your left click evasion thingy. So this is what it looks like normally, and if that skill is off cooldown, what's it called? The crosscut, then it'll do this swing critical hit. It recovers willpower if second hit spin succeeds. Right. This is gonna buff you pretty good. Alright. Still as quick as usual. So we're just gonna go ahead and finish the quest. It's probably done by that, I assume. That this is all it takes to unlock the Awakening. I'm not sure if C... So you switch by pressing C. And what's this skill? Okay, fair enough. But apparently you can combo... So I suppose certain skills allow you to switch on the run. Yep, okay. That's good to know. That, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because some classes will obviously still use the other weapon. But we have some more quests, so... Try the Crescent Blade and practice AOD, okay. Perfume of Courage. What the hell is that? Elixir with an offensive... Those are pretty good stats, holy crap. You can make those for 20... What? Jesus.
My
I
brow
would... What?
recurring nightmares.
Would be pretty good if you can make those. And once again, I'm in this little low frame rate shit stuck. God damn it. Anyways, we're just gonna try and do this even though my performance dips down for whatever reason after I accept this quest. So, whirlwind cut. What? Whirlwind cut. And then press C and then S plus left click. Ah! So we unlocked a new... Whoa, that looks fancy. So we unlocked a new skill. Spinner. Fancy first damage. The scaling is abnormally high, but yeah. Attack speed, if second it succeeds, pushes opponent and hit, spins opponent. Not in PvP though. RIP. This is a counter, right? To a dying condition. This scaling. What the hell? Man. Invincible, so I get an iframe. Okay, good. So I can do this counter thingy. Okay, so we're gonna switch. Let me find a place somewhere around. There's nice and cozy, no people around. So just a normal whirlwind cut, C, and then do this. It, like I said, it looks awesomely fancy. Oh, I have to clear bandits. I'm curious how good the damage is gonna be. So I assume. Wait, how? I'm not even sure how the damage is calculated, to be honest. So those are hidden stats. So everything that's not hidden would be my witch's earrings. So that should be 14 damage. 28 damage from accessory, from rings and earrings, 28. Then we have 36. Then we have 43. So we need another 42 damage. Which I'm not entirely sure where the hell that's coming from. The hidden AP, unless they altered something, should not apply, but I'm just gonna take off my gems in a bit to see if I'm forgetting anything. Or maybe... Wait, I cannot switch while I'm running, right? God. So... My base AP didn't change at all, so it isn't any buff or anything at all. So I assume if the secondary would be to apply as well, then we could kinda get the number. Sort of. So if I take this off. So I see. So it is literally, the secondary still applies to your awakening, which is odd, but hey. That kinda puts more effort on this one, I guess. Wait, if I take these off, I should have clear. Yeah, that's around the average. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, we should be able to clear these mobs without major trouble. So we have, whoops, we currently have the counter or left click, which is, I'm not gonna put skip ones into that right now. I can actually level that off. Screw energy. I'm just gonna take it. I need to reset my skills soon anyway, so 16, I can learn these two. So this one is the sideways, then we have backwards L and B. This is just the switch, this counter on Q. What do we have here? F. What's that? And Shift and R and B. Oh, this is the fancy one I was looking for. Projection. Super insane scalings on the first one. We're just gonna go F and see if it has a hard cooldown. It does not have a hard cooldown. It has a pretty long freeze time at the end. But damn, that looks amazing. What does it have? That freaking scaling, that's like that's probably more than my ultimate with my blade's gonna do. And it's gonna debuff the enemy and bound on successful hit. So seeing these scalings, Oh yeah, shift right mouse. This one has a hard cooldown. I imagined as much. I think I will not be able to get the second one, because this is some of these additions here, I think. Twister. We're gonna check that once I'm back in town. Right, so we're just gonna go left click and see how much damage we're gonna deal. So this is the damage we're gonna deal with left click, just from comparison my normal blade. So the damage obviously of the blade is gonna be higher, which makes sense because the blade's 15 and the spear or crescent blade is 0. But yeah, you can see that I have absolutely no trouble, and I mean, makes sense, these are kind of low level mobs. So that side slash is super fast though, and super good. And it doesn't even consume any stamina, what the hell? That should one. Oh, what? I did one shot? Oh, maybe I didn't hit correctly. Wait, but it uses a different Musa Spirit, right? No, it uses the base one? Cooldown 15 seconds. Okay, fair enough. I should be able to clear these very easy. I actually I wanna charge up my Black Spirit energy because I wanna see if I can already fire that super dope third wave slash thingy, or if I need something else for that. You know, where the whole screen is shaking, and obviously the screen's not gonna shake because I've turned it off because I find it super annoying, but hey, so we have this one. That looks super dope. And backwards LMB, we're gonna try this one. Looks super amazing. And shift RB. God damn. Looks pretty damn good. Oh, look at Black Star. Right, how much? Yeah, we're getting close there. Wow. Well, as I said, I didn't expect anything less seeing those numbers. So we're at the Black Spirit Rage soon. I just want to see if there's anything fancier than the normal shift right click. And I'm actually curious if there's a 200% Black Spirit Rage for the Crescent Blade as well. Would be kind of super broken, I think. We're all not broken, it's probably just gonna wreck everybody in its path. But then again, this is the whole point, I guess. ST Kunai. Why am I getting loot? Well, no matter. This is probably your go-to while grinding. This is so super fluid. Like, it's 10 times better than the blade A or D right click, left click. Like his evasive, what's it called? The whirlwind cut is pretty lame compared to the cross cut. Wow. Alright, we're almost done. I want to get a group though, so I don't want to. Might have to backtrack a bit. I want to smack a bunch of enemies with that wave thingy soon. Alright, we're good. So, let's talk business. Alright, so it's this one, right? Yeah. Alright, let's take a look of what this is gonna cause. Man. So freaking dope. Jeez, and that's even like the starting lag or this animation thingy it does is actually not that bad. Thought it's gonna last longer, and the execution is super swift. So this is probably really dangerous in PvP. And unfortunately I'm not able to tell you the scalings. But usually Black Spirit Rage skills tend to just obliterate everything. And just seeing how tremendously good that was looking probably does. How much damage does this on its own? Well, I didn't hit one. So, what? I probably just lagged a bit. Because I didn't think I hit, but for some reason, alright. Wow, just gonna... What? How much damage does this thing do? Upper slash? Oh, what? It does 9 freaking hits. God, holy. This thing is super killable. Like, it has a down and an air attack on the energy hit. I assume the energy is this wave thingy. So if you hit somebody with the initial slash, you're gonna launch them upwards, and then fling that wave or energy at the enemy. Jeez, that's super fancy though. I'm not denying this one feels super great. And it really bugs me because it's a shame to have such a cool mechanic in a game that I don't really want to play. Or at least not to the extent that this could be used. But hey, we're just gonna complete the quest and then head into... Oops, what am I doing? I'm gonna head into... Oh, there's a rare mob. No, I'm not gonna bother. And then we're gonna head to the skill trainer, and I'm just gonna do some, I guess, damage testing. I'm gonna go maybe Sultan's probably full. So I'm gonna try mains or something, and see what they are capable of, or rather what the weapon is capable of. And keep in mind, I currently have 1 attack speed. I'm not sure if the... Oh yeah, that's something I want to check. So right now I have 1 attack speed because of my gem in the weapon. And it seems to carry over. So it seems everything that's socketed in these weapons seems to carry over even while having your awakening weapon out. Which is good and bad, I guess. It's good because it doesn't make some of the weapons completely obsolete, or at least some of the money you've spent is not completely wasted. Then again, it's probably an issue for some people due to having another piece of equipment to gear up. I'm not gonna sure. I'm probably gonna make it plus 15 and then not gonna bother. I do have a couple stones to try plus 16, but nah. I'm not too keen on that. Like I said, I'm just gonna wonder what the damage is gonna be like. So we got this elixir and probably a new skill. And I think that concludes the full Musa Awakening quest line. I thought this is gonna be harder. Whoa, those are pretty valuable. Well, given the fact that these sets are pretty damn good. I'm just really curious if you can craft them on your own. Probably can sell that stuff. Yep. Anyways, we got a new skill, Musa's Soul. E. What? All resistance is plus 50% and all AP. Wait. Jeez. I assume the super armor while using the skill is only meant for the buffing phase, so you cannot be interrupted except for grabs. And even then, yeah. But crosscut, that means as usual we probably won't be seeing the stats in the window unless they altered something. No, we don't. That's a lot of buffs. God damn, man, you can do this forever now with this buff on. What? Oh man, this looks fantastic, really. I have to admit that. It looks really freaking amazing. It feels really good. But, I mean, the game always felt relatively good for me, so... Anyways, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed my, I guess, video attempt at the Musa Awakening Quest. Relatively easy to do for me, no problem at all at 57 with my plus 15 gear. So I suppose most people will not have trouble, at least, unlocking the Awakening weapons. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, I'll make another video when I have figured out what skills are super dope. And I'll be showing you guys, I guess, a damage test between the blade and the crescent blade. Anyways, see you guys next time.